Hello everyone, and today we're going over the best games of 2020, of course, and it's my top 5 because I didn't even play a lot of games this year. So actually it's more like, the top 5 games that I played this year, but they did all release in 2020. That's basically, it's like the games that I played this year and ranking them, because I didn't buy a lot of games that came out this year. I'm getting some for Christmas and I'm getting some next year, but I did not buy a lot. So yeah, let's just get it started right away. Okay, number 5, what do we got here? Well, this game is kind of controversial, but guess what? I really do not care because I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the first game that I played a year ago, but I didn't think it was that disappointing. And of course, I'm talking about The Last of Us Part 2. And yeah, this game was received as pretty disappointing by many fans, especially since it got leaked. Many major story details got leaked beforehand, a few months before, and it got delayed a couple of times. Many people were kind of upset with The Last of Us Part 2, but I can see why people don't like it. The story is kind of divisive, because you go through different characters' points of views, and spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear spoilers, I would just skip forward like 10 seconds here, but yeah, since Joel dies as well, and people didn't really like that. I mean, I didn't really mind it, but I definitely would have liked a different, point where he died. Then you play as Abby too. Abby was pretty interesting, but the gameplay was still really good. I enjoy Last of Us gameplay. I like the settings that it took place in the Seattle. It was like different days and going through different times where like characters were doing different things, and it was weird to see stuff happening in the other points of view. So yeah, Last of Us Part 2, definitely, it's not, since people are gonna be upset, it's not in my top 3, it's at the bottom of my list of like games that I played. I still enjoyed it. It's not like I hated it, but definitely wasn't higher up on my list. Alright, number 4 on the top 5 list, of course, is the one and only Spider-Man Miles Morales. This was a really fun game that I played, and I mean, I've already gone over it already in the past video. If you haven't seen it already, please click on that and watch it, because I want to be famous. Just kidding. Anyways, back to the game. Spider-Man Miles Morales is a really fun Spider-Man game. Some people might think that it's kind of just DLC for the original Spider-Man, but I beg to differ, especially if you play on the PS5, because it looks a lot better, it runs a lot better. Miles has different powers, like he has electricity, bioelectricity as he calls it, and invisibility powers. So basically it's kind of a different game. It is pretty short, it's only around 7 or 8 hours, beat the main story, but yeah, it's still a fun Spider-Man game though. It's just like the 2018 game. The story is a little, it's since it's shorter, it is kind of, I wouldn't say it's as good as the 2018 Spider-Man, but it definitely is a good follow-up and a good nice sequel to have, especially since you get to play as Miles, and that is why it's at my number 4. Number 3, we're getting to the big boys here, alright, okay. Number 3 is Paper Mario, the Origami King, and what can I say about this? Well, it's a great Paper Mario game. It's the third one that I've played after Super Paper Mario and Paper Mario Sticker Star, and I've got to say, it does not disappoint. It's a very good Paper Mario game. The overworld is all kind of like seamlessly connected, which is cool. You can just walk around, go different places. Although this does make, walking around kind of long, especially if there's no fast travel. But I mean, besides that, the game is still really fun. It has a great story. The exploration is really fun. You can find a lot of interesting collectibles throughout the map, and it's definitely better than Color Splash and Sticker Star. I will say that. And if you haven't played on the Switch already, I would definitely recommend picking it up. And I mean, that's why I really have it at my 3rd spot, because I put a lot more hours into it than Miles Morales did and Last of Us 2. So definitely it's in my top 3. That's why it gets the 3rd spot. All right, number 2. Here we go. Can you guess what it is? What it's gonna be? It's pretty easy here. I will have to give it to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Okay, now before you just start making fun of me, getting in my DM saying, why didn't you play Final Fantasy Remake, 7 Remake, or Ghost of Tsushima or something like that. And I will say that is because I didn't really have a PS4 the first half of, first all the way up until I didn't even have really my own PS4 all the way until the PS5. So I really stuck with a lot of Switch games, and that's why they're kind of in my top 3. I will say number 1 is not a Switch game, but the 2 and 3 spot are Switch games. And Animal Crossing New Horizons, I would definitely say if you reviewed it now compared to when it first released in March, there's a ton more content now. But even during March, it was during the start of the pandemic, everybody was at home. I got the game, I think, when it launched, and I had a great time with it. I played Animal Crossing New Leaf, and that was really the only one I played, but I wanted to play Wild World as well on the DS. But I mean, this one was really fun as well. Even if you're not like a casual gamer or a Nintendo guy, Animal Crossing is still pretty relaxing. You just get to make your own island and do nothing, just run around, and it gets you get sucked into it, and then you're doing it every single day because you got certain stuff going on. It never ends. You have to pay your house debt off, and definitely not evade taxes because it's Animal Crossing. It's just a fun game on the Switch, and it's definitely my top Switch game of this year. And I'm not including Super Mario 3D All-Stars or Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles, and I did play Super Mario 3D All-Stars, but that game definitely does not deserve top 5. It's a collection of games. So anyways, yeah, Animal Crossing New Horizons is definitely top 2. Alright, number 1, okay, so I said it wasn't a Switch game, right? And it's also not a PS4 game. Oh, okay, take that back. I just remember this is a Switch game now, and it's not a PS4 game. It's on PC, it's on mobile. It is Among Us. Now, I could probably say I enjoy watching this, especially Moist Critical, more than playing it. But even when it first came out, I enjoyed playing it a lot. I don't play it a lot recently, but I should probably change that. But anyways, it's still one of my favorite games of the year, just because all the impact it's kind of had, and it's just really fun to watch, and that's why it's my favorite. And it's only $5. It's a great game. It has a great concept of an imposter among us, and you gotta have the memes that go along with it as well, because it's really sus because you could be really sus when you're playing Among Us, and you could have a lot of fun times playing it, and it could just be sus. Oh, there's an imposter. Uh-oh. That was pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, Among Us is number 1. It's my favorite game of the year, and those basically the 5 games that I kind of played. I did play more games, but a lot of them were games that were released in the past I never got to play. Like, I'm playing through the Uncharted series right now, and that's really good. I'm on Uncharted 3, but I'm going to play Uncharted 4, then Uncharted Lost Legacy. So, I've been playing a lot of games that were released in the past, but these are kind of the 5 games that came out this year that I played and enjoyed. So, of course, those are my top games. Okay, I was wrong. The actual best game is Fast and Furious Crossroads, because Vin Diesel is the best game of all time. Seriously. Alright, that's it. Top 5 games of 2020. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. Of course, this is a 3-part series because I have games, and then I have memes and songs. So songs and memes are coming soon. And of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you loved it or you hated it. If you don't enjoy my very monotone voice, or you do enjoy it, maybe it's very soothing. Maybe it's like Corpse's voice, even though it's not that. I can't even get that deep. But it's alright. It's very monotone, but you know how it is. Just drop a like. Make sure to stay tuned for more content. More is coming this week and next week for the best of 2020. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, see you later.